Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again with another reaction. Today, guys, we have a brand new chapter of RWBY to check out. RWBY Volume 5, Chapter 3, Unforeseen Complications. I always enjoy the title of these chapters, excuse me. I always screw that up. I always screw up chapter with episodes and volume with seasons sometimes. I'm very sorry about that, guys, but you understand what I'm saying, so it's okay. But the last chapter of RWBY was really intense. Adam took over the White Fang, which I'm like, okay, I didn't see that coming, but I was like, he's easing up the steps, something's going to happen here, and he just kills her. Just outright just kills her. We saw Cinder, and we saw Salem in the episode, so that was kind of cool. And then at the very end, Weiss got captured, by Raven, Yang's mother, and then that's just how they ended. And I'm like, cliffhanger? Anyways, without further ado, guys, I'm excited to see what they do in this chapter. So let's get into it now, guys. RWBY Volume 5, Chapter 3, Unforeseen Complications. Let's full screen this. All right, let's go. Had the volume low for the intro. I like that shot. Solo. He's not having it. He's not having it. I'm most excited about that at this point. The new Ozpin. I think I said that last reaction, but still holds. That team up, I was like, okay, that's going to happen. Because when they showed the intro, I'm like, okay, that's interesting. Because I didn't watch the intro upload to YouTube until I saw the first episode. Chapter. That. The beauty of the show is that you have some ideas of where they're going with it, but then they surprise you. They throw a left hook. You don't expect it. Like, oh, I didn't think about that, and they're doing it. It's the beauty of the show is that, you know, you can just have all these theories, and sometimes they might come true. But a lot of times, at least for me, I'm off the mark. Because the show surprises me. All right, turn it up. Oh, okay, here we go. Okay. Didn't look too happy. Adam. So I circled Adam, his name, I think.
Are you ready?
Yes. It won't be easy for the people to hear, but the truth often isn't. I know they'll do the right thing.
Are they gonna expose the White Fang already? Perfect debating.
You got this.
Yeah, still a little awkward there. Still. But I mean, it's better than before, because when they first met, that wasn't really good. Very uncomfortable, but...
Coming to us live, and now speaking to us.
That's the news. Oh, those two. Playing. Nice. Not really.
Thank you all for assembling here. I wanted to take time to address some of the rumors that have been circulating around our island.
Ooh.
I believe that it is important for the people of this territory to understand the truth. No matter how you feel about the human race, I think we can all agree that the event now known as the Fall of Beacon was a tragedy. A tragedy that will set both man and faunus kind back. While the main aggressor is still unknown, we do have official confirmation that Adam Taurus, the leader of a powerful splinter group working inside the White Fang, was partially responsible for these attacks.
True.
His actions not only tarnish the reputation of an organization originally created to bring peace and equality to all, but to our entire race.
Also cut Yang's arm off.
Each day that this man remains unpunished, it becomes increasingly difficult to condemn those that look down upon us.
Whispers. See? Acting like bullshit.
Recently, a spy from this same splinter group set their sights on this very home. My own daughter, Blake, and her friend did their very best to apprehend this individual.
He said friend.
While they were unsuccessful after being physically assaulted and seriously injured, they were successful in obtaining the assailant's scroll. With this, we have been able to ascertain that Adam Taurus has plans to overthrow the current leader of the White Fang, Sienna Khan, and take over the reins himself.
He already did. Unless this is set before the events of that, but it shouldn't, but whatever.
His radical plans do not stop there. The documents on this scroll proclaim his next target to be Haven Academy and its attached CCT tower. Their plan is to strike on the last full moon before the beginning of the fall semester.
Wow.
Roughly 2 months from today. I have sent my swiftest messenger to the government of Mistral, but I believe we have a greater responsibility. My relationship with the White Fang has been an interesting one. Years ago, I led the organization to help try and create a world where I and every Faunus who wished could walk alongside the human race. And while I believe we made great strides toward this goal, it was made clear to me that the people both in and out of the White Fang wanted faster results. So I stepped down, and Sienna Khan was appointed as my successor. It's true that I do not fully condone many of her methods. What I do condone is what Sienna fights for. The idea that the Faunus and humans are, and should be, equal. Adam Taurus does not seem to have that goal in mind.
No, he doesn't.
What he has done benefits no one but himself.
True. That is true.
I think it's time
Exposing him.
the Faunus showed the world that we are equals. Time that we snuff out this splinter group and restore the White Fang to what it once was.
Yep. Good speech. That was good.
To do this, I think the answer is clear. We must go to Haven and protect it at all costs.
Oh. Now it's back to whispers. Well, might have pushed it too far.
Before we proceed any further, I'd like to invite my daughter to come and share her story. Not only as a former member of the White Fang, but also as a survivor of the fall of Beacon.
Okay.
You can do this.
It'll be okay.
Traitors!
Jesus. Oh.
Ilya.
Cowards. After everything the humans have done to us, everything they've put
In my
us
mouth.
through, you're asking us to help them?
I know we haven't been treated fairly.
Where was their help when the dust companies treated our people like slaves? Where was their help when kingdoms hunted Faunus just for being who they are? Where was my help when my parents were killed in a dust mine? Where?
Young lady, progress
good
takes
points.
patience and cooperation.
The Belladonnas are the worst kind of Faunus. They want us to work with the same people that are trying to hold us down. If you truly want to help your people, now is the time to support Adam, not the Belladonnas.
Sneaking around.
He will bring about the future that you deserve. And if you are unwilling to fight, know that the White Fang will do it for you.
Shut up!
Oh. And on.
After her!
Yep. After her. And they're gonna act like they're not a part of it. Bullshit.
Did he age backwards?
Oh!
Possessed!
Okay, here we go.
Reincarnated.
Oh, isn't it weird?
It is very weird, yes.
Okay.
It's weird.
okay.
A little bit.
Let's all just take a second and remember that this is very overwhelming for everyone.
Thanks. Sorry. It's just, I've never really met huntsmen and huntresses before.
Well, we've never met a person with 2 souls. So, first times all around.
Yep. First times.
Not to break up the whole getting to know you game, but we need to have a talk. Mind showing us your little parlor trick, kid?
Yeah, okay. Just so you know, I'll still be here.
crazy.
Wait, what just happened?
Professor Ozpin?
Correct. And though I may be the one speaking, Oscar is still present mentally. He's merely handed over the controls.
This
so
is
to speak.
crazy.
Just don't make us do anything embarrassing. I'm afraid this all must be very perplexing.
And alarming, and bizarre, and just really kind of hard to believe overall.
Yeah, I agree.
It's good to see you children still have your sense of humor. I know you've all been through tremendous hardship already. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's not your fault.
It's all my fault. I told you once that I made more mistakes than any man, woman, and child on this planet. And I wasn't exaggerating. I'm cursed. For thousands of years, I have walked the surface of Remnant, living, dying, and reincarnating in the body of a like-minded soul.
Wow.
The Professor Ozpin you all met was not my first form.
Oh.
And clearly wasn't my last.
Damn.
It's
That's weird.
an extraordinarily strenuous process on everyone involved.
So what are you?
I am the combination of countless men who have spent their lives trying to protect the people of Remnant. With every rebirth, my soul is eventually merged with another. And I am changed. But my memories stay with me. This curse was bestowed upon me by the gods, because I failed to stop seeing them in the past.
Oh.
But we must stop her now.
Endgame, right?
And how do we do that?
We start by ensuring the safety of the Relic of Knowledge.
Oh, we're moving over. That was really cool to see the transformation there. It's very cool.
Well. Look who's awake.
Awkward.
What's going on? Where am I? You know, I never thought I'd see a Schnee in this camp.
She is in the intro. Who is she? Holding her sword.
What do you want? Straight to the point. I like it. We don't normally deal in trafficking people. Not really worth our time. But once we realized we had a Schnee, that changed.
You're going to ransom me back to my father. Is that it?
It's a shame you're a Schnee. You'd probably do quite well around here.
You don't know her.
I would never sink to your level.
That's true, but just saying, she could handle her own.
Just keep quiet and cooperate and you'll be back in your mansion before you know it.
You just want to be there. She left for a reason. Piece of shit dad.
Don't make this complicated.
Oh, she will, because she doesn't want to go back.
What's going to make this complicated is when my sister finds out that I didn't make it to Mistral. You know my sister, don't you?
Of course you do.
Winter Schnee? Special operative of the Atlas military? She's in Mistral now. And when she hears I'm missing, it won't take her long to find me. And you.
And they're laughing. Why?
What's so funny?
Oh, I don't know if it's more funny or sad, but you're clearly out of the loop. Your sister isn't in Mistral anymore.
What?
No Atlas personnel are in Mistral anymore.
Oh.
General Ironwood closed the borders and recalled all of his little troops in tin cans. No one is coming to rescue you.
Oh, what? That's it. That's not true. That's not true. Because we got people heading that way right now. We got Yang heading there, and eventually the new team, they're going to be heading there too, apparently, to get Raven.
You can just take little boy Ozpin to Lionheart and
Please don't call me that.
Well, we're not sure that's the best idea.
But I thought the headmasters all took their orders from you. That was the intention. 4 lieutenants I can trust, especially during times of reincarnation. But Crow told me about your meeting with Leonardo. He isn't just behaving irrationally. He's disobeying specific instructions I had left him. Something's wrong. I don't want to jump to conclusions, but I don't want to rule out any possibilities either. No one outside of this room knows that I have paired with Oscar, and I think it may be best to keep it that way.
Play things close to the chest until we got a better hand.
Precisely.
Smart.
Now, we have 2 steps ahead of us.
Makes sense.
The first is enlisting the aid of more huntsmen. But the Mistral Council
doesn't own every huntsman in the kingdom. And I've been here enough times to know where we can find some more.
So long as they're trustworthy.
You can trust them to put up a good fight. I'll throw together a list tonight.
Good luck with that.
Oh, Crow.
After that, we can move on to step 2.
What's step 2?
Kill Salem.
Getting you 4 into fighting shape.
Wait, okay.
We already know how to fight.
You can only fight so long as you have Crescent Rose, but you're still lacking in hand-to-hand combat.
Oh.
Well,
Training in new ways. Makes sense.
Mr. Ark, I'm glad to hear you've improved, but sorry to say you've yet to unlock your semblance. All of you still have a ways to go before you're ready to pose any real threat against Salem and her forces. And though Oscar can give me temporary control, he'll need to strengthen his body and his aura. Wait, what? He'll inherit my muscle memory in time, but practice will expedite the process.
but if Crow's out looking for huntsmen, then who's going to teach us?
Well, I believe I was the headmaster of Beacon Academy. We have approximately 1 month before classes resume at Haven. If Salem were to plan an attack, it would make sense that it occur prior to students' return. It's not much time, but it's better than nothing.
So we'll see a fight go down before they return.
Just don't expect me to go easy on you.
Don't. Oh. Well, that just happened.
You gotta be kidding me.
I love the we're switching back so much. I like it. Keeps it flowing. Keeps like, what's gonna happen next? Boom, right to something else, you know. She don't work out. That's a nice way to end it. All right. Okay. So we jumped around to 3 of the main characters. And now it's being frozen. Anyways. It's okay. So. I really enjoyed this chapter. Very good stuff. I like the fact that we started off with Blake. Saw our father kind of exposing this evil part of the White Fang that's going on, and how Adam is he doesn't want to like make the White Fang better. He's only using it for his own purpose. That's it, really. And so, yeah, I get it. The media playback was aborted. I gotcha. But anyways, so we saw that, and it was really cool to see him kind of go into this really nice speech about how the White Fang used to stand for something more when I ran it, and then I stepped down. And even though I don't agree with the new person who took over, she still fights for what I wanted, which was we're equal with humans. And then, of course, I keep forgetting her name, the one who can change her skin color. I'm sorry, I'm bad with names, guys. I'm bad with people that don't pop up all the damn time. But she shows up, gives a speech saying the Belladonnas are the worst, and why would you want to work with the humans when they put us in, you know, slaves or whatever. It was pretty intense shit. And then we jump back and forth between RWBY stuff and Weiss stuff. Now, it was interesting because we got the introduction. I think they might have said her name, but I didn't catch it. I'll look it up after this, after we stop recording. but we get introduced to a new character that's in the camp that was holding Weiss's sword, her weapon, and she's in the intro. And it's kind of cool to see a new character pop in, and she seems to be like a kind of maybe a lieutenant to Raven, or she's just another character we're gonna have to face off against at some point. But she made it clear that, hey, your sister's not coming, Weiss. Sorry, she's not coming. Like, they're not there anymore, so no one's coming after you. Not true. Yang is on her way to find her mom, and in turn, she's gonna find Weiss, and then eventually they're gonna go find Raven as well, because they have to go find her on Ruby's side, and they'll run into Weiss there too. But it seems Weiss is going to break out, but if she breaks out and if she's successful, where is she going to go? Is she going to run into Yang? Is she going to run into Team RWBY? Who knows? I know they're not Team RWBY, but you get my point. RWBY's new team. Is she going to run into them? Who knows? But it was cool to see that. And to see Ozpin kind of take a hold of Oscar's body, I think that's his name, Oscar, and see Ozpin kind of interact with these characters that he hasn't interacted with since Volume 3. It was pretty crazy. And I think that was the first time we actually saw him do that before, because I think we've only seen the kid and he's hearing Ozpin in his head, but we've never saw the transformation from Oscar to Ozpin. And then once we saw the transformation back, then obviously he's unstable, he falls over. So it's going to be cool to see Ozpin kind of return in a sense, and we learn a lot more about him, which was really cool, because everyone was trying to figure out their theory-wise, how is it that Ozpin, his soul or something, how did Ozpin fuse, like, how did he get in Oscar's body? That was the question. How did he fuse with him? How is he inside his head? And now we learn, which I think is really interesting, we learn through him speaking, not through somebody else, and not through Oscar speaking what Ozpin's saying in his head, but through Ozpin saying that he was cursed by the gods. I think he said the gods, because he didn't defeat Salem earlier, like thousands of years ago. And the Ozpin we saw at the very beginning of the show, that's not Ozpin. That's just another body that he took over. It's insanity. And so what he's been doing for all this time, trying to stop Salem, trying to get rid of her. And he's been unsuccessful all these different times. So he's going to try again with this new body. So it's cool to learn the information, and it's also cool to hear that Salem's been around for that long too. So I don't know if Ozpin is not like Salem in terms of like a creature or something like that. Maybe Ozpin is just a regular human that got cursed and he's just stuck living forever in different bodies. Or if he's something more. I'm not really sure, but all he said was, I've been around for thousands of years. I've lived in countless bodies. I keep all my memories. So everything that's happened to me throughout all these years in these different bodies, I still remember. So that's pretty interesting. And then they see him kind of go over how, RWBY, you're a good fighter with your weapon. However, when you're not that good hand-to-hand combat. So he's going to train all four of them, and I guess whoever else Crow can get a hold of, because Crow is like, I'll make a list of people, then he breaks the coffee table. But at least we'll have more people to join up. So I guess we're gonna be introduced to more new characters when they all join up with them, and we're gonna be seeing Ozpin train at least the four of them, the main four, and train them in different ways to fight besides their usual, what they're used to, you know, in their normalcy. He's going to make them step outside of the box to learn new ways to fight. Because eventually, they're going to get to situations, especially against Salem or whoever else, or her army or whatever, that they're going to have to use something else besides their normal weapons, because eventually they'll have to do something different. So I like the fact that they're really pushing forward. And I think it's still stuck with my thing I was saying earlier, how this show makes you think they're going to go some way and they go in a completely different direction. I think it's pretty cool how I had some theories of like, okay, this is going to happen. No, not true at all. Because see, I thought that Ozpin was going to reveal himself to them, and then he was going to be talking about how he wants to go, I don't know, go find the rest of Team RWBY. Like the rest, like Blake, Yang, and Weiss. We need to go get them. But he didn't say that. He's like, we gotta do this first, and we have to train you guys. Like, he didn't go into any more specifics. Now, maybe in the next chapter, he'll pop up and he'll say that he wants Team RWBY back to the original Team RWBY, maybe. But I'm hoping in this volume that we do get the original Team RWBY, at least all together again, because it was so good to see all four of them interacting with each other. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. So there you have it, guys. That's my reaction. Let me know in the comment section below, guys, what you thought about this chapter. What do you hope to see in the continuing of Volume 5? What are your theories? What are your speculations? Whatever it is, let me know in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching my reaction, guys. Peace out.